this was the best place I needed to come to jumpstart where I was already at. After the military, I fell into a depression and did a lot of drug uses. I kind of during I would say midway point during my enlistment, I started to see things that wasn't settling well with me. It started to become a little bit too political for me because I worked in the ship's office. So I worked with the officers and the enlistments, and I just started to see, as far as my decision goes for staying in, I believe I made my decision up midway through. Like I said, once I got out the Navy, I'm from Philadelphia. Once I got out the service, I did a lot of traveling, did a lot of drug usage, and I ended up in New York. And in New York, I wanted to seek help. So I went to the VA in New York. I got into a one-year program. So they was asking me where did I want to end up at, or where did I want to see myself being at after I get out of there. And so I didn't really have a clue. And during my course in the program, I was talking to a couple of the guys there, and I was telling them that I knew I didn't want to move back to Philly. Did not want to stay in New York, definitely. So I figured midway between the two would be good for me. So so as I'm talking to a lot of the fellas, somebody mentioned Vet Haven, and I said, Started to got a little bit more information from them, and then they had counselors that would come around. You had a counselor assigned to you. So when she came, when I had an appointment to see her, I let her know. I inquired about Vet Haven. She said, "Oh, she explained more to it about me." I said, "That's where I need to go." I was at this apartment down below, matter of fact, and ran into a lot of problems, management. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, and next thing you know, I needed to leave. So I called here, and actually when I talked to Jennifer, she remembered me. And she said, "Oh, I remember you." And I was trying to figure out, and I couldn't place a face to it. So I knew that this was the best place I needed to come to jumpstart where I was already at. At that time, I called up here, I was 2 years clean. So when I came in, you can actually see it once I got here, and they know. So that's how I got here. The resources, it depends on you what you want to do. You have research if you want to get your driver's license, if you want to go to school, if you want to get a CDL, if you want to work in the kitchen here. The resources are depending on what you want.
You gotta grab the ball.
It's up to you. Well, within the next couple months, hopefully I'll have my apartment. So what I want to do is, because my mom is getting up in age, and she's in the first stages of her dementia. So what I want to do is not move into Philly, but move closer to Philly from here. So I'm looking for apartments in Phillipsburg. From here, it's like an hour, 40 minutes. From there, it's like a half hour, maybe a little more, and just be able to see her more. My branch was Navy, and during the time that I joined, there wasn't too many jobs in the area, and we just wanted to kind of branch out and see what was out there. I know I like to travel, so between all the services, I know the one that does the most traveling would be the Navy. I would say I enjoyed the traveling. I got to see things that people in their lifetime probably would never see. I actually seen the icebergs from Antarctica as I traveled around the streets of Magellan. The discipline part of it was really, I mean, you have to be attention to detail. And to this day, that still sticks with me. So my main advice would be seek help, because it's out there. So I knew at one point I didn't know about the VA system type thing. So that kept me, I believe that kept me out there for a long time. And I would say if they want to get themselves together, because they have a program set up through Lions, as far as DNA, drug and alcohol is concerned, Vet Haven would be a good place for them to come to.